Can you hear me? You know, I can't hear your voice in the stream. In the stream. Except for the game. Oh. I can hear my voice.
Okay, what about now? I've been talking to you 10 minutes. Let's see. Yeah. So I gotta change my audio settings. Okay. Don't see anything. Oh, there, I see it now. Okay, so couldn't be E3 messages. Let's see. Game capture. Okay, close. Stream in sometime. Okay. Maybe if I change the audio settings again and do some kind of maybe boosting. Okay. Alright, I guess we learn things. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Now, where are they? Research. Get some guinea pigs, tame them, and then we'll make a little farm or colony of guinea pigs and then slaughter them. Ha! Start out small. This one too, raccoon. Oh, can't. Minor break risk. No. Okay. You're gonna go do something else. What do you need? Oh. Hungry. Go get some berries. Don't get sick. There we go. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. There we go. All's well. Starvation. Hey, the eclipse is ending. Okay, that sounds alright. Maybe it'll get hotter though. Ooh. Well, rain is good. That should cut the heat. Looking for berries. There we go. Yay, rice. Eating raw rice. Where are you going? No, go harvest. Okay, we gotta go make more storage. Okay, there we go. Close. Whoa, that's not right. Okay, while you're here, you're gonna go here. Watching the sunset. Alright, fine. Horses. So, I'll say it again. I'm streaming because I have funding from a government program called Transition to Organic Partnership Program to help people to farm organically and to decide if they want to have a career in the industry. There's a lack of inspectors, from my opinion, and reviewers, and also farmers. And there's not enough training out there to give people an introduction to farming practices. So I'm streaming to give people that bridge. And this particular game can show people some basic concepts of agriculture. So also some of the social dynamics. Because a lot of the skills that you need to do well. You have to deal with people. And I'll use a recent example of myself. I had a load of wheat, a shipment of wheat that I needed to take out of my grain bin. And I used a broker. I was trying to use a broker to sell my grain. And I needed to do a test to show that my grain was good quality. Well, test results showed that the crop was infested with insects. It wasn't really. It probably was a sampling error that I made, that I was picking the grain from around the door, and I really needed to crawl on the top of the bin and use a probe. And so this broker couldn't find me a buyer. He had one or two, but probably when they saw that infested, then they backed out. I sent the broker pictures showing this is what it actually looks like, and I have the grain back to blow the insects out if there are any. Well, he couldn't find me a buyer after months. So I had another broker, contact me, and they had a better price than this first one was going to give me. But I was doing a favor for the first broker, so I let him still be involved. And this other broker said, okay, we want it now. So I hurried up and tried to organize some help for myself, because I'm here alone on this farm. I have a little girl, and I could really use other hands. And there's a problem, though, that I didn't have someone who could truck it, could transport the crop. I was depending on the brokers to arrange that. And there's something about the business of brokering that they don't want you to know all their connections. So there I was, a month and a half after I signed the contract, still waiting to load this truck, and I started calling trucking companies myself, trying to understand what's going on. And I came to understand maybe a little bit, because the price of fuel has doubled in the last few months, but the brokers don't seem to be paying the truckers the same double price. So the price that I was going to get for the grain was high for comparatively, but the trucker's fee was not shown to me. But it was a problem, because talking to this one guy, he kind of guessed. Truckers look at geography. They look at, where am I starting out from? Where is the destination? Can I pick up a backhaul? And they probably saw, okay, this location where I'm at made sense for them. But then once they got, they accepted the load, but then once they learned about the details, that they weren't actually going to get paid for the fuel price, they backed out. And this must have happened several times, because we're working with a logistics company too, and the broker didn't understand or explain to me what was happening. So I'm guessing here. But it comes to, I finally got a trucker, not because of me exactly, but because I put pressure on people. And I saw on their shipping document that the buyer was no one that I had known about before. And I asked the first broker, why is this other name showing up on my bill of lading? And usually, you don't get to see the details, but this trucker, he showed it to me. And it's a shipment from Canada. I mean, it's a buyer from Canada. So the first broker told me, well, the second broker probably sold it. Maybe because they were having so much trouble with not paying the truckers enough. And the destination is nowhere near where I'm at. So they worked something out eventually, but I plan to build relationships with my own buyers in the future and not deal with multiple brokers, because they're not really doing a service to me. Yes, they got my wheat shipped. I have not been paid for it yet, but it was very difficult for me to organize help when you have unreliable truckers. So managing all that takes communication skills and patience. And some of the other organic farmers I talked to said I shouldn't be patient and I should demand an apology, or maybe even make it harder for those brokers, like they aren't doing a good job. So maybe badmouth them. But I'll find another way, which is I'm not going to use brokers, and they'll suffer for it, because I have a platform and I have recommendations that I can make to the local farmers around here. And I will tell those buyers, those mills, there's my neighbor over here who has this grain, and that guy over there has that grain, and it's we need it shipped, we have good quality, and I won't accept a broker fee. I will do it because we need to have grain shipped, and we don't need to be messed around with the miscommunication. So I'm not going to accept a brokerage fee. I do have a consulting fee. If people want to, they can give me money for just knowing me. And I believe that's how it should work with middlemen, that they get paid way too much and they don't do enough. So my role with everyone is to educate, to help people to do things for themselves. And I'll be making a guide, a pretty basic guide about organic marketing, hopefully in the fall. So that's just one of the things that I do. Now, back to the game here. I have researched pemmican, so now I can research weapons. Long blades, that doesn't take too long. Long swords and spears, that sounds pretty good. dark in here. I forgot about that. Furniture. I can do a wind turbine now. I don't want to do it in my productive area. Oh, psychic soothe, that's good. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. But I'm running out of food. Okay, and I can make power. I've got a wind turbine. Okay, let's see how I do that. I don't know exactly what I'm doing, but here we go. Hey, potatoes are ready. Wait, no, not quite. I better plant more stuff. It's not enough to feed these people very much. Trying to tell where I see the. Okay. Pause. Production zones. Okay. This one's gonna be strawberries, more rice. Can't create a new zone there. Okay, hold on. Butcher spot. Okay. And pin not enclosed. Oh, it's because of the gate. Okay. I better get food because these people are starving. Hmm. Okay, here we go. There we go. Nice, I got a guinea pig. Starvation though. Alright, so we're gonna go kill that guinea pig, but it'll just be like that's the end of that. Where are you? Consuming berries. Researching. Okay, you're gonna go kill this. Sorry, guinea pig. Okay. Yay, I got long swords. Now, we're gonna make a bow. Well, no. I need to make batteries. Batteries. Okay. Hey, there's a turkey. Things are going kind of good. So, I think that's a good place to stop for now. I'm not sure that I'll stream next month because it's very close to wheat harvest. But I may do it on another day other than June 30th, so we'll see. I'll put a notification out.